What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool career mode episode. And I read through all your comments about who we should sign and I shortlisted a lot of players, but we won't sign all of them. So let me know if you have any more transfer suggestions in the comments below, because you guys will decide which players do we sign. And of course, if you want to see another Liverpool episode tomorrow, please let's get this video to 200 likes with your help. And if you are new to my channel, subscribe and turn your post notifications on. And many of you guys voted for Nabil Fekir, sorry. Many of you guys voted for Nabil Fekir. Loads of you guys commented and also loads of you guys voted in the YouTube polls to sign him, and this is the moment of truth. He's worth more than 50 million in my opinion. As the assistant manager is saying, an offer between 56 to 75 million to have a chance at this deal. We have about 85 million pounds, but I have a lot of players that we could sell, so we are meeting with the Lyon manager and I want to offer them a player swap. Maybe they will be interested in one of our players. One of the players that I will want to sell is Emre Can, who is most likely going to Juventus. It will be announced after the Champions League final. And they are looking to bring in a left back, so let's offer them a left back. I think the only left back that we don't need is a Tony Gallagher, who is an 18-year-old left back. He's 62 rated and he doesn't even have a proper face, so they are not interested in Gallagher. So let's offer them. As they said, they are interested in an offer from like 56 million. So yeah, let's submit the offer, 56 million for Nabil Fekir. Okay, so they are saying that the minimum that they are willing to take for Fekir is 59 million. So let's bargain a little bit. 56, let's offer them 58 million. I mean, that's very close to the 59 million that they are asking, and I think that's a fair transfer fee. And I'm so excited for Fekir, who would slot into our team perfectly, and I think this is exactly the player that Liverpool needs, both in real life and in this career mode as well. And we might have you know, injuries, fatigue, and so on and so forth. So his current wage is 95,000 pounds and he's on a 2-year contract. And I will delegate an assistant manager to sign a contract, not negotiate, because this way we don't have to give him a signing bonus and other bonuses. So let's delegate and let's start the wage at 100k and let's go maybe up until 150k. So the Nabil Fekir contract negotiations are on the way and I'm just so happy about this. Anderson Talisca is heavily linked with Liverpool, but as you can see, he's worth about 38 to 56 million pounds. We just don't have the money to sign him. And I also don't want to sign a new centre back because we have Van Dijk, Matip, Sarr and Joe Gomez. We have 4 centre backs who can play there, and I think that's more than enough for this season. And I want to focus on developing Sarr and Joe Gomez, but maybe later on in this career mode I will go for either De Ligt or Lucas Hernandez, who is now at West Bromwich Albion, which I think is he used to be at Real Madrid, but correct me if I'm wrong. And also I'm not really looking at bringing in a young striker at this moment, because we have a lot of young players that we want to develop. But Lautaro Martinez, some of you guys recommended him to me. He has a release clause of 22 million, which is very big. But the young talent that we want to sign is Dominik Szoboszlai, who is of course a young Hungarian talent. Okay, so they are not looking to negotiate. And also one for the future, Rico Henry, who is playing at Brentford in the Championship, I think. His value is 2.2 million. Let's try and buy him for maybe 2.6 million, and let's see whether we can do a player exchange for him. And let's offer them a left back, Tony Gallagher, and maybe we can get the price down. Okay, so they are looking to bring in a right winger. Do we have a right winger that we don't really want to keep? You know what? I want to give chances. Let's bring that down to like 2.45 million. and I don't want to sell them, so let's just offer them a transfer fee of 2.3 million for Rico Henry. He's a lightning fast left back. Okay, so they want a 10% sell-on clause and a transfer fee of 2.65 million. Maybe they will settle. We have a deal, that's brilliant. So we got a little bit of a cheaper deal than they wanted. And now let's delegate a contract negotiation. Okay, this is going to be tricky. But yeah, let's try. And hopefully Rico Henry will sign with us. So Dominic Soboslai at the moment we can't sign him. The big question is, should I go for Adam Nagy as well? I'm thinking about it. I think he would be the perfect Emre Can replacement. Yes, we have Grujic in our squad, but we don't have a lot of out-and-out defensive midfielders, and I think Adam Nagy could be one for the future. He's only 23 years old. As you can see, he's worth 9 million. Yeah, he has 14 million release clause. I don't want to pay that money for Adam Nagy. And I think it would add a unique flavor to this career mode if I sign some Hungarian players, because as you know, you cannot send the scouts to Hungary. If you didn't know that, now you know. And I'm really gutted about that. So let's see what kind of player can we send to Bologna. Danny Ings is one player who I'm looking to sell because he scored 0 goals. So they are looking to bring in a left back. Are they interested in Gallagher? I wonder, I'm not sure. So they are interested in Gallagher, but they want 14.7 million. Are you serious? His release clause is 14.2 million. What is that? Let's go with 11.5 million. Let's see what they are saying to that. Okay, so 5% sell-off clause and 14.2. Let's go a little bit higher. Let's go 12.5. Okay, let's see. 14.2. Okay, wow. Okay, so they are not budging. Let's go 13.5. 5% sell-on clause, I'm fine with that. Oh yes, so we got him on a cheaper deal. So Adam Nagy could become a Liverpool player if we can negotiate the wage with him. So yeah, I will delegate an assistant manager to negotiate his wage. So Fekir, Nagy and Rico Henry, these could be 3 players in the squad to make us very strong for next season, because I think we don't need to do a crazy amount of transfers. So actually let's go and just look through the squad, because I want to comment on what my plans are for next season, and I want to tell you guys what kind of players I want to keep, what kind of players do I want to sell. So if you take a look, we actually transfer listed a lot of players, and if you add up their value, we could generate some significant, serious amounts of money. I mean, Danny Ings is worth 11.5 million, Flanagan almost 3 million, Danny Ward 3 million, Emre Can 27.5 million. So if we can sell Emre Can, we will be loaded in terms of money, and these players are not worth a lot, but I think if we can sell Danny Ings and Emre Can, then that would be a huge bonus, and that would add a lot to our transfer budget, which at the moment is a very healthy 80 million pounds. Plus we have a very good wage budget as well. So let me know guys, what should I do if we can sell the likes of Emre Can and Danny Ings? And also let's actually take a look at the board objectives. So they want me to reach the Champions League final, to win the FA Cup and win the Premier League. Wow, that is huge. And also they want me to develop, you know, one player from the youth academy and also play him in 50% of the games. Wow, that's quite a lot. And also they want me to sell a lot of shirts and to finish the season with a profit margin of 66 million, but that's low priority. So these are the season objectives, and I'm really looking forward to this Liverpool season. Look at this guys, we got a free pre-season tournament invitations, and this first one is just mouth-watering. We would have Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, Atletico Madrid, Juventus and 2 MLS teams, Toronto and Orlando City. So even if we just get Toronto and Orlando and another team, another big team in the group in the semi-finals and in the final, we would have just insane teams. So I just cannot turn this opportunity down, and let's hope that we are paired up against big teams in the group, because yeah, this would be just a really awesome preseason tournament. Oh my goodness, we are so lucky. We will play Toronto, Barcelona and Orlando City, and the 4 other super clubs will be in the same group. So we got actually lucky, and I want to play the preseason games because there are just so many players, the young players, who I want to try out. Just look at this. Just look at this squad. We have so many young players that I want to try out in preseason. And of course I want to test out Origi and Sturridge. And in preseason the results don't really matter, so we can experiment a lot with these players. And I think this will be a really exciting preseason tournament. So loads of you guys told me not to sell Daniel Sturridge. Of course I will keep Sadio Mane, and Daniel Sturridge's contract is expiring in 12 months, so I will extend his contract once the season starts. Roberto Firmino, he will be fit for in 2 weeks, so don't worry, he's not out for long. Before the season starts, he's back. And then Ings, as you can see, he's transfer listed because I want to sell him. He hasn't scored any goals this season. And Divock Origi, I also thought long and hard about it, and to be honest, I really like Origi as a player. I think on FIFA he would be a really useful player, and it would be a really bad decision to sell him because we would need to sign a replacement for Origi. And you know what? I want to give him a chance because he can play striker, left wing, right midfield. As you can see, he's only 23 and he's 81 rated, and actually he has a very good finishing stats, so I want to give him a chance. This way, if Mane, Salah or Firmino gets a long-term injury, we will have backup, really good backup players like Daniel Sturridge, like Divock Origi, and of course we will have Thomas Lemar and Nabil Fekir, who they both can play up front or on either side of the striker. Gomez, Solanke, Avoni, Brewster, these are young players who I loan listed. As you can see, they are ones for the future. And I also loan listed Dominic Solanke because last season he was sitting on the bench most of the time, and we can always call him back if we are short on players. But at the moment, with Sturridge, Origi, Lemar, Fekir as backup players for the front 3 players, I think we don't need Dominic Solanke. And Ojo is another player who has loan listed, just like Harry Wilson, Adekanye, Oviajaria, and I transfer listed the Handa because in real life he is looking to leave Liverpool. He didn't sign a contract extension, so if a loan offer comes in for Ojo, I will send him out on a short loan, but if not, we will play him in the cup competitions. But let me know, guys, should I maybe keep the likes of Ojo and Solanke and just play them in the cup competitions and maybe play them against the smaller Premier League sides, or should I just give them playing time? Let me know. That's a big decision that we need to make. And Alexander, I will definitely keep him and I will play him. He is the next Steven Gerrard, I believe. He is a young youth academy player. He's only 18 years old and he's already 72 rated, and he can play cam and a center forward, so he could be the long-term replacement for the likes of Firmino or Lallana, who is 30 years old already. Ben Woodburn, at the moment he's on loan at Barnsley. I think I will keep him on loan, and then maybe when he develops I will call him back and then we will play him. Ryan Kent is another player that I loan listed, but I don't think that we will be able to send all of these young players out on loan, and the players that are not going out on loan will play in the League Cup and, as I said, in the lesser games in the Premier League. Thomas Lemar, Naby Keita, crucial players in our squad. Lemar is only 22 and Keita is only 23 years old, so lots of room for improvement. And I decided to keep Grujic in the squad for next season. Last season he was on loan at Cardiff, but this season I think he will be a really good backup player. He's 6'3", a very big, strong unit, and he can play as a centre midfielder, defensive midfielder. Harry Kane is loan listed, he needs to go out on loan. I'm looking to sell Emre Can, Lallana, Wijnaldum, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Henderson, very good options for that centre midfield slot. And I will also rotate a lot between formations. You guys suggested not to play the same formation all the time for next season, just to keep it fresh. So I think I will experiment, and I will try out 5 or 6 formations. So maybe in every game you will see a different formation. Nicolas Martin is a youth academy player. He's only 55 rated, but his potential is 85 to 94. So he needs to go out on loan and develop. But hopefully he will do that. Jordan Williams, 22 years old and only 62 rated. That's the reason why I transfer listed him. Chirivella needs to go out on loan. Gallagher is also transfer listed, and Ryan Sessegnon, I will keep him, and he will be our backup winger for next season. So actually we have a lot of players. That's why I don't really want to go crazy in the transfer market and sign 5, 6, 7 players. I only want to sign 3 players and actually develop the players that we have. And Moreno, Robertson, you know, 2 left backs, and also potentially Joe Gomez can play as a left back as well, as you can see. So I think at left back spot we are fine. At centre back spot we are fine as well. Van Dijk, Matip, Sarr and Joe Gomez, they can all play centre back. And at right back we have Klein and Alexander-Arnold, and maybe Joe Gomez as well. And I'm transfer listing Randall and John Flanagan, the 2 players who, to be honest, I don't think have a future for Liverpool, and they are probably left or are leaving Jurgen Klopp's team at the end of the season. We have 2 very good young goalkeepers, both 25 years old, Alisson and Karius. I'm rotating between them. And we have Danny Ward, who is also 25, so ironically all 3 of our goalkeepers are 25, but Danny Ward is just not growing a lot. He's 72 rated, so I decided to transfer list him because I need to generate some money, and frankly I don't think that he will play a lot next season, and there is no point keeping him in the squad. So let's see, actually we will have a European Super Cup final against AC Milan. That's how the season starts, and then newly promoted Norwich come to Anfield. So we are looking to get off to a flying start in the Premier League, and I always look towards the December and January fixtures. So we will have Leicester, Manchester City and Stoke and Everton around the January period. And how do we end the season? With a lot of tough fixtures, I think. We will play Brighton, Aston Villa, West Ham and Newcastle. That's actually fine, but before that we play Tottenham, Arsenal, Manchester City and Chelsea. So this April period will be brutal for the Liverpool career mode, but I'm really looking forward to it actually. So let me know, guys, do you agree or disagree with my transfer list, with my transfer list decisions? Should I really just go out and try and sign maybe another centre back? But I think I will run out of money until we sell Emre Can and Dennings. And listen, guys, if I manage to sell a lot of the players and we can generate some money, we can sign maybe Anderson Talisca. And the board said that they were very happy with my performance in season 1 of the Liverpool career mode. Of course, any season where you win the Champions League is a successful season, but I want to do better in the FA Cup, where we went out early, and I want to do better in the Premier League. We want that Premier League title to go back to Anfield. So if you are looking forward to the new season, smash the like button. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.